Look at that view right there. They're actually putting the final touches. I think the official unveiling, if I heard Gabby correctly earlier this morning, is happening tomorrow. So you are getting a sneak peek. And we actually have the best view of this thing in the city because Studio 32 right here, we are at the corner.
Here in Chicago, from what
Lake.
you've heard?
Oh, here's Gabby.
Yes, I mean, it's 244 feet high, so I haven't seen a higher mural so far. So I was told by other artists this is the biggest one. So who knows? It might be the case. This is for sure the biggest one done by this artist. And yeah.
So you're doing this with partnership with the City of Chicago, but also a different group. And that's why the theme has to do with environment.
Absolutely. So this is part of a partnership with the United Nations Environment Program. And this is part of a series of UN Decade ecosystem restoration murals that we are doing everywhere. So last one was in London, and now we are here. So, but this one is really, really special because every time we make them, connected to the community. So this one is about ecosystem restoration, but also about environmental justice. And why? That's because Chicago is a city where the environmental justice movement was born in the United States with Hazel Johnson back in 1982.
And there's odes to that actually in this piece because you're seeing little pieces of Illinois, of Chicago, in some of the details, like for instance the flower up there and the deer. It means something.
It does. Actually, on the head of the lady, you have a chrysanthemum, which is the symbol of Chicago, and the white-tailed deer is very important because it's a state animal for the Illinois. And actually, this girl, so the style of the artist, this is a signature style. So you have like a cartoon character, which seems nice and funny, having fun. But inside the ribbons, you have like a lady, and she's standing tall and looking at us saying, what are you doing for your planet, for your community, for the environment? And she's more serious. So that's this kind of surrealist dichotomy that we like with the artist.
Do you feel like it does actually spark conversation when they see a mural like this?
Well, yes, we really think we do, and we see it, in the communities where we bring those huge murals, because basically, it stops people in their day-to-day. They are stunned, they are in awe, and they think, okay, what is this about? And we have a plaque by the mural where they can learn more, and then also we have an app behind the wall where people can scan the mural, hear the UN talk about it, and then, they can also take action for the world, for their community, for the planet, for the future.
Okay, remind me, what is that app called? And like you said, once you get it, you can scan this one and more murals to learn more?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, all our murals around the world, whether you scan them live or you scan them behind your computer, you can get all this information to learn more and take action.
Wow. You said that actually the artist, Super A, is physically up there. It's not like they're just sketching the art and leaving it to other muralists that you hire. They're putting their hard work in.
Yes, I mean, every mural is a performance. And, when you do that size in 10 days, because all our murals are done in 10 days, it's a true performance. He's here very early, he works a lot, and it's really art coming from, from your heart, and where you really work for everyone to make it happen in just 10 days.
There is another mural that Street Art for Mankind is putting up here in Chicago over on Goose Island. Can you explain that?
Yeah, absolutely. So this other mural is about education and quality education for all. It's part of another partnership we have with UNESCO. So this is really, and this is done by amazing artist known as Carlos Alberto. And the idea here is really to talk about how the future generation needs to be ready for all the technology happening. So there's going to be, you see there is a butterfly as a hologram to talk about augmented reality, and there is also this empowered little girl going with the skyline in the back. So yeah, I hope you check it out. This is a very beautiful, inspiring, and fun mural to watch.
We're going to have to go and take a look at that and bring that to our audience maybe next week, because that's another colorful scene we're going to have to show off here in our city. For people who are interested, tomorrow you're having the grand unveiling of this. So what's some of the details that people at home should know?
Sure. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. we bring over everybody. We're bring like the daughter of Hazel Johnson, Sherry Johnson. Wow. Yeah, she's going to be here. You're going to have amazing people like Angela Tovar from the mayor's office. A lot of great people. The United Nations is going to be here too, because it's going to be World Environment Day on June 5th. So they're going to be here also to talk about it before. So the artist, of course, is going to be here. We're going to be here. and we hope the public can join us because this is really an important celebration of joy and community and getting together for our planet and for our communities.
Yeah, you should know the Prudential Building, the Pru Building as they call it now. This is in the Prudential Plaza, right near the intersection of Lake and Michigan, so it's hard to miss. Well, why did you pick this this Prudential Building? Did it stand out to you guys for some reason?
Well, it's a very important theme, you know. So to stand tall, we had a mural. We needed to have a building that stands tall, and the Pru has been really nice to us because they donated their building. You know, so they've been amazing, and this is a landmark. So for such an important subject, we were super happy to do it here.
So far, I've seen a lot of people as we've been spending time out here coming by and making comments. What are some of the comments you've heard from folks walking by on their way to work or on their evening walk?
Well, first they are really surprised because, you know, a week ago there was just a blank and sad wall, and suddenly there's this great painting. But yeah, people really seem to enjoy it a lot, and you know, as they go closer, they see all the details and they get really excited, and they seem to be super happy and inspired. So, you know, we always say when we come, you know, we bring those murals, but when we leave, they really belong to the community. And we are really happy if they are proud and feel this is their own, and, you know, are happy to see it every day.
I want to go back to them just doing the finishing touches up there. You said this is a really important part. It's the highlights of for the finishing touches of the mural, right?
Yeah, right now, yeah. So what the artist is doing basically, that is really doing the highlights. So he used low VOC acrylic paint for, you know, like 90% of the work, but then at the end to do, you know, the touch up on the eyes and also the fur of the animal and everything, he used spray paint. So that's been what he's been doing today. Actually, right now, I think he's more working on the oak tree. So, but yes, this is the finishing day, so that's very, very exciting.
I have to ask too, because you said it's usually 10 days you try to get it done by, but sometimes there's weird weather that happens. Like, for instance, this week we had a little bit of rain. Are they able to take a break if it's drizzling, or is it like we're doing this in all elements as long as it isn't downpour or lightning?
Yeah. Obviously, safety first. But most of the time, we always have like a sort of a one-day buffer. So, and you know, he's a Mr. Super, he's a true professional. So yes, no, usually it really works. It really works well that way. So yeah, so basically, I mean, we've been so far, I should touch wood, but we are usually pretty lucky. And you know, the artists can catch up maybe in the morning or later in the afternoon. But most of the time, as weird as it may sound, it works out.
Wow. Okay. One more thing, because I know we wanted to mention this in the segments, and we just don't have enough time sometimes, but this is a longer format. Mm-hmm. You said that tomorrow also marks a special day, right?
So World Environment Day is on June 5th, but we are marking it earlier with that mural. So this is going to be for North America, for the United Nations Environment Program. This is a bit of the highlight, like we did last year in Seattle. We did 2 big murals for World Environment Day. This year, this is Chicago. So yes, all the team back in Nairobi from the UN is super excited to see that mural coming up.
Audrey, you've been so great to talk to. Thank you so much. Co-founder of Street Art for Mankind. Stand Tall, right?
Yes, it is.
Is the name of the mural, and boy, does it stand tall. 24 stories high. What do you think, Anthony? It's pretty cool. I'm hoping I can hear you, but I know that you've been able to hear our
Give me a
conversation.
thumbs up if you can hear me, Gabby. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
I can hear ya.
Okay, I think this is a major gift to the city of Chicago. One question, while you have her there,
please,
is how long will that mural stay up?
I already know the answer. The mural's going to stay up indefinitely. Yeah, forever it's going to stay up.
Indefinitely.
And that makes you probably pretty proud to know.
I mean, yes, for sure. I mean, we try to leave those legacy for the future generation. But it doesn't mean, of course, if they want to, it can be removed at some day, you know, at some point. But the owner are really happy with it, so I'm sure it's going to be here for minimum 15, 20 years.
Wow. Okay, Anthony.
Thank
I don't
you.
think we're going to get tired of it.
Sorry,
it's so
I can't let her go with asking my own question. Thank you so much, Gabby. That was so awesome.
Wasn't it, Anthony?
We are so lucky to have it right across the street from us too, aren't we?
I'm glad we took the little bit of a field trip to get here.
I
think
am
it worked
so
out
glad.
well.
Although there's a conspicuously empty chair right here with your name on it, Gabby. So hurry back inside. Right after this. Thank you so much, Gabby, and thank you so much, Audrey. What an amazing occasion.
Thank you,
tomorrow,
Audrey.
again, the official unveiling.